Testing, testing. So we should be live, I think. I think we are live. Okay, so this one here, this live stream is going to be a different live stream, guys. It's going to be interactive one. I'm going to use a new tool. So this one, I mean, you can comment, but I want to use this new tool which I just discovered, and you can use it too. You can participate in this. What you want to call it, experiment, if you want to call it. So instead of, everyone's going to be able to see your answer, okay? So normally what's going to happen is you just comment, and you know, not everyone's going to see it, but this time everyone's going to see it. So this is beaming from Facebook, and it's beaming from Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So you're going to get multiple people see this. Okay, so the question is, let's see. The question is, what's the biggest challenge you have right now with making money online? Okay, so all you have to do is just go to this URL, this one here. Okay, if you can see that, menti.com. And just enter this code, right, 36080, and then type your answer in. Okay, and it's going to appear right in front of this, right in real time on this screen. Okay, so if you want to do that now, what's your biggest challenge with making money online? It'll appear right here, right now. And if you want a QR code, you can just scan that in there. It'll bring up the same web address. So just use your phone, right? Use your phone and go to this web address right now and type in, or QR code, scan that in and type it in right now, and then I can address those questions. It's gonna appear here. So let's get some people sending in this question. Go to menti.com. Use it on your phone or on your web, whatever. Then type in the code 36080, and then type in your question, type in your answer. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm waiting for people to do that. And what's your biggest challenge you have now with making money online? Okay, so this is going to be a fun interactive type of deal, and I'm going to know what your challenges are. Hopefully I can help you answer them. And so let's just see. I think I've got enough people on Facebook. I want to see if I've got enough people on YouTube. I should be live on YouTube. Pretty sure I am. So if you're watching this on YouTube, just just type in your question. Go to this address, okay, on the screen, which is this one here. Oops, let me just, this one here. Okay, here we go. We have one person working 50 hours a week. Someone's just come in and put working 50 hours a week in my full-time job, in my full-time business, and trying to be consistent online. Okay, awesome. So don't forget, guys, just go to that address, type in the code, and then leave your little less than 140 character answer, and I'll try to answer this. Look, that is definitely a challenge, because I used to work in a full-time business too, and I worked 14 hours a day. And then you want to try to be consistently online. this is a challenge. This is definitely a challenge because you're trying to, you got to feed yourself, and then you're trying to advance yourself, right? So it's a what this is this is how I got out of it. This comes down to prioritizing, okay, and managing your time, in my opinion. So you have to manage your business. Obviously, your business has to run, so you have to manage it. I had a 9 to I worked 7 days a week. Right? I worked 7 days a week for 5 years straight for my offline business. So I totally get what you're saying. It just has to come down to prioritizing and time management. Okay, you have to do everything to run your business, right? And you have to be more productive. So you have to just do the things that are the most important first, and don't do busy work. All right. So then you have to maybe spend some more money on outsourcing tasks that you would normally do. Like I would try to do everything, and that's why I was at the office for 14 hours a day. Then I was trying to get ahead online. It wasn't going to happen. So what you have to do is you have to figure out what are the most important tasks that you have to do for your business, and get that out of the road, and don't do busy work, right? And that's pretty much it. You have to prioritize what your first of all, you have to have your end goal, which you already know your end goal, and then you have to prioritize your tasks. Because if you keep on spending 50 hours a week on your full-time business, it's going to be hard. What you want to do is you want to put that 50 hours a week into your online business. Imagine how fast you could go. So it's prioritizing your tasks and just doing all the stuff that you need to do, the high activity tasks and all the busy work, all the paperwork and all the labor intensive jobs. Outsource it to someone else, okay? And then you've got that extra time that you have to dedicate every night, I'm assuming, say 1 hour or 2 hours a night to do your online business. But you're gonna have to just put in the hours. You're just gonna have to put in the hours. Like, I was up till 1 or 2 p.m. in the morning trying to do my online business. So it's gonna be a struggle. So that's what I would say. Prioritize your business, and then don't do the busy work, and then spend that time. But it's going to take you time too to get out of that mindset of phasing out of that mindset to out of your work, and then trying to switch on with your online business. Okay, so that's going to be a hard transition for you to do, and you waste a lot of time because you don't really do any busy productive work because you have to get into the mindset. It's a different mindset. All right, so someone's mentioned, what is this about? Okay, this is what we're doing is just go to, you send me your questions, your answers. The question is, what is the biggest challenge you have with making money online? Okay, it's totally anonymous. So that's the question. What is your biggest challenge with making money online? Now, to answer it, send me your answers. Just go to menti.com, put this code in, and then type in your answer, and I'll get it real time on this website. Okay. So this is totally anonymous. It's just people sending their answers in, and then I'm answering them to help you. Okay. So it's like I said. So if you're watching this, hey Gary, Adam, just send me your answers so I can help you out. What's your biggest challenge you have now with making money online? So if you're watching this on YouTube, you should be sending me your answers. And same with Facebook. What's the biggest challenge you have now with making money online? I've only got two people respond so far. So yeah, that's what I would say to that person that sent me that. Just prioritize your activities, and then just do the extra hours that you have to do. You're gonna have to grind it in the beginning. You're not gonna get a lot of sleep, but you know. So if you have any specific questions about making money online, or what challenges you have with making money online now, whatever you're doing, just type in your question and I might be able to answer it for you. Just go to the site, okay, menti.com, and use this code. Jesus, there's usually they get a lot of people commenting, but it's probably Friday today, so everyone's at work, which is probably maybe the case, right? Everyone's at work. Everyone's slaving away at the 9 to 5, you know, trying to make ends meet, right? So, you know, how is it possible for me to make tens of thousands of dollars online and I'm still, I don't have a job? You know what I mean? That's the question you should be asking yourself. There's a lot of people out there that are making a ton of money online, and there's people that are struggling. So what's the difference? You know what I mean? What's the difference? It just comes down to your mindset and the activities you're doing. Okay, you're just not doing the right things. So send me a question, guys. I'm here to help you guys. There might be a replay on this later, and there are probably more questions coming in, but the replay will be up, right? So I won't see I'll see the questions after on this website, but I won't see the questions in real time, so I won't be able to answer them. You know what I mean? But really, yeah, what it comes down to is just what it comes down to is just specialized knowledge and applying that knowledge. You know, and mindset's got a lot to do with it. The people that I see online that are still struggling, they have a certain mindset, and that's what's holding them, keeping them there, holding them back. That's why they're struggling, because their thoughts are, you know, whatever they're thinking in their brain, they're starting to take action on whatever they're thinking in their brain, and they're trying to make money that way. For example, you got the spammer, right? The spammer's like, oh, if I can send out so many emails, if I can send out so many links and spam people on Facebook Messenger, I might be able to get some people to join my business. So this is their mindset, right? So their thing is like, oh, okay, let's spam the hell out of everyone, and someone might join my business. But that doesn't work, because they don't understand why people join the business. You know, just an idiotic activity. But that's what their mindset is, right? For a spammer, the mindset is, how can I get so many links out there so then someone will click on my link and someone will join and I'll get a commission. That's all their mindset is, which is, you know, it's not going to happen. But again, if that same person, if you took a different person, right, and they did exactly the same thing, right, but they didn't spam, they still sent out messages, but they didn't spam. They didn't spam their link. They did exactly the same as a person doing spamming, but what they did was they built relationships, and they messaged people, and they said, oh, hey, you know, I'm Joe Blow. Nice to meet you. I've seen you online. Just saying hello. I wanted to connect, and I'll talk to you later, or, you know, have a nice day. That's all. They didn't pitch or anything, and that's the difference, because the spammer is very impatient and wants to get paid straight away, whereas the smart networker will will take time to build a relationship, and then over time, this may take 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, 5 years. Over time, if they keep on sending enough messages out and contacting enough people, building relationships with those people, that they can make a lot of money. So that's the difference, the mindset. One doesn't want to wait. One is prepared to do the work and wait. One is not going to be successful. One's going to be successful. So guys, everyone must be at work. I'm not seeing too many questions. I normally get a lot of people in my live streams and a lot of people in my YouTube. So for you that are just beaming in now, that have just jumped on, what you need to do is go to this website. Oh, we got another one. Okay, so go to this one, www.menti.com. Use this code 36080, and tell me your answer of what challenge you are making. What's your biggest challenge of making money online? And it's going to appear here in real time, but it's not gonna show who sent it. It's just totally anonymous. Okay. So the biggest challenge of making money online is consistently making money online, as I'm doing, but I just building up and creating consistently on a higher level. Oh, very good. So I'm assuming you're doing some type of networking or some type of business. This one's very challenging. It's very challenging because, and it's challenging in every, I guess, every business. I mean, with whether you're network marketing or whether you're referrals, whether you're doing ClickBank and trying to get referral commissions, anything that you're doing to make money consistently. And I think it's a very, very valid point. However, in my opinion, consistency is like, you know, when I worked my offline business, I had a business coach, right? So this might reflect to your answer, the person that sent me this last question. I had a business coach, and he told me that I was with business that had to be consistently had to get sales in. So if I didn't consistently get sales in, just like you want to make consistently make money, my business was going to get shut down. So I had to consistently make sales, or I wouldn't be able to pay the rent. So this is what he told me. What you got to do is, this is a little bit different, because this was got to do with costing, but it's the same for you when you break it down. Okay, so break it down with your income. So for example, my rent was, all my outgoings and everything was, let's say it was $20,000 a month. Right, my outgoings, my rent, my employees, had to pay my employees, super, you know, insurance, all that stuff, peripherals, everything was $20,000 a month. I had to make $20,000 in sales. Actually, I had to make more. I had to make like $40,000 in sales just to cover the costs and still stay above my head. So with that person that just sent me this thing, you have to put out a figure of, say, I have no idea what you want to make. Let's just say it's $10,000 a month. So then you have to break it down to exactly how much you have to earn a day, which you probably already know. It's about, what, $333 a day to make $10,000 a month, if I'm correct. My maths is correct. And then with my business, let's just say it's 40,000. I had to make with 40,000 a month divided by 30. See, so what you do is you break down what your target is over the 12 months, right? You set up you write all this on a spreadsheet or on a whiteboard, right? So with me, I had to make I had to make $1,333 a day. That's just to stay above board, just to pay the bills, right? And makes a small bit of profit. So now what you need to do is you open up a spreadsheet or write it on a board, and write your goals of your 12 months, 6 months, and 3 months and 1 month, right? And then you put in 10,000. Just say, for example, you want to make 10,000, right? Then you have to figure out what is the activity that you're doing that makes you money. Okay, so let's just say, for example, you just bought, I mean, I'm not doing this anymore, but there's people that buy solo ads, send traffic to a squeeze page, and then this is pretty much the norm of what people are doing. They buy solo ads, they send it to a company page that the company has given them to them if they're doing MLM, and then they're converting that traffic into a lead, and then so many leads. This is all they teach you in MLM school. Then they send that traffic. They send that traffic to the squeeze page, and then from the squeeze page they can tell how many percentage they can converts to a sale, right? So if they send 1,000 visitors to the landing page, 500 opt in, and then out of those 500 they make 2 sales, right? Then what you got to figure out is what's your goal. If it's 10,000 a month, then you need to make $333 a day. So those 2 sales that I just talked to you about, if they're $150 each, that means you know to make $10,000 a month, you've got to send 1,000 qualified people that want to make money online, visitors to that landing page. And that's pretty much what it comes down to, right? So you've broken down your monthly total, what you want to earn for the month. Then what you've done is you've figured out a way of how to get a sale. So then analyze a way of how to get the sale, right? If you're doing MLM or network marketing or whatever, what did you do? What activity you did for that day to make the sale? And once you figure that out, then you have to do more of it consistently every day. And that's the biggest problem that people have in this space of, especially with network marketing, is it takes a damn lot of work to do this stuff, and it's very, very hard. So I hope that explains a little bit about what I just said. You have to figure out what is the activity that is making you money, and then break it down through the days. Then you'll know how much traffic you need to send to that squeeze page. Another one came in. Okay, so if you're watching this in the replay, or if you're watching this live, this is going to matter to you. If it's watching this in the replay, I mean, you can still send your questions in, but I'm going to answer these live. So just go to www.menti.com, use this code, do it on your smartphone, and then send in your answer. And the question is, what is the biggest challenge you have right now with making money online? What is the biggest challenge you have right now with making money online? Go to this address, type in your answer, and I'll get it real time, and I'm going to answer it. So we just had another one. To be honest, my problem is getting into too many programs and not focusing on one, and the ones that are actually making me money. Well, I think you just answered your question. Now, I used to do programs, so I did it for a long time, 9 years. So I can tell you from experience that with programs, they come and go. Okay, so usually they got a life of expectancy of about 2 years, if not. Some will last 1 month, 2 months. So this is very challenging because you want to focus on the one programs that you believe in, which will stick around, and not do too many. So that's your first challenge, right? So you're thinking, well, I'm going to put all my effort into this program, and then hopefully that program is going to stick around, and then you have multiple programs. So if I was you, I would just pick one program that you believe in, right? You think it's going to be long term, that's going to last 2 years or more. Okay, so this is the deal with programs. They don't last, most of them won't last 2 years. Very, very, very few, like 1 out of 1,000 will last 2 years, if that. All right, so you've got a very big challenge ahead of you, and this is why I've left this space, because I did it for a long time, and I just see programs dropping off and off and off. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just saying, just make sure it's the program that is long term, that has a good company, that has got, you know, you see it being around in the next 5 or 10 years, even though realistically the chances of finding that is pretty unrealistic. But you know, there's the Amways out there, there's the certain programs out there, right? So focus on the one that you think is the most long term, right? And then focus on getting making money with that program first, right? Don't switch. Make money on that program first, and then try to make $100 a day with that program. Then, if you want, which you should always diversify, but it's the point of when you diversify. That's the key. And too many people diversify too soon, and they do, like, you know, 5 programs, and they're not making money in any of them. They're making, you know, $5 in each of them. Then you get programs that drop off. So you've got a very big challenge there, my friend. To be honest, you've got to find the right program which is going to consistently hang around, which that most won't. Then you've got to focus on that program. Hopefully it won't fall apart or stop paying you. Then in the meantime, in the interim, you've got to build that program up to $100 a day or whatever you want. Then you've got to build other programs, which are hopefully going to, you know, feed you more money. But then again, you're going to get programs going to drop off. Okay. So you've got a big challenge, my friend. You've got everything going against you, but it's not impossible. But you're consistently going to get programs that drop off, and you're going to lose money in them. Sorry to say. Okay. So yeah, guys, just go to www.menti.com and use this code, and send me your answer to what's the biggest challenge you have with making money online, and it'll appear up here and I'm going to answer it. Alright, so what's your biggest challenge with making money online? Alright, good morning, Mohammed. What's your biggest challenge with making money online? So this one's a bit interactive. This one's a little bit different. Right, mix it up a bit. What's your biggest challenge with making money online? Hey James, hey Gary. Yeah, send in your questions, guys, and I can answer them. Just go to menti.com, use this code, it'll appear here anonymously, and I will answer it for you. Or just go to this QR code, put your phone up, scan this QR code, take your mobile phone, and then scan it right now. Scan this QR code. You come to a page which tells you to enter this code. Right, enter this code here, and then you're going to see all that. You're going to see your answer. Your answer will pop up here, just like all these other people have done. So it's a bit of fun, you know. It's very interactive because then it's you get to participate, right? You get to participate in what you want, right? So please don't send any bad stuff, like, you know, everyone's seeing this. So we gotta be careful what we send in, right? There may be a filter. I don't know if there's a filter, but this is just a bit of an interactive thing, right? Oh, yep. We don't want to delete that. Toggle instructional bar. No, we don't want that. Alright, guys, so send me your answer, guys. Send me your answer. Oh, I've got to move this over a bit because it's rejuggled everything. So if you're tuning in, send me your answer. What's the biggest challenge you have right now with making money online? So we've had, first of all, we had one per. This is a good. This is a good. So far, it's only 3, but you know, it still shows what's happening out there. We had one person send that they're working a full-time job, and they're trying to juggle between the full-time job and then try to make money consistently online. Then we had another person that is the same, pretty much the same thing, trying to create consistently, which I've already given the answers to these two. Then we had another problem, which another person had doing too many programs, and they're not focusing on the one to get it up and running to a point where it's making them money, and then go to the next one, but then he's going to get other programs going to drop off. So very challenging for this person, but you know, you really have to dedicate a lot of time to especially programs that you're going to do team building. Any type of program that does team building or anything like that, right, you are going to have massive challenges, and that's why there's such a big failure rate with MLM, and a lot of hype and a lot of people just selling crap, right? So it's a lot of wonderful people in this space, but most of it's fake, you know. I can tell you now, because I've been in this industry for 9 years. When I first saw my first MLM program, I would have left school, and I think I was 18 at the time, and I went to a business presentation from a friend of mine. I had no clue what network marketing was, no clue, and he said to me, just be ready at 7 o'clock, I'll come pick you up. And I'm like, what is it about? What is it about? And he wouldn't tell me, right? Because if he told me, I wouldn't come. So anyway, I went to this place, and they were selling a nutritional product, and I signed up straight away. But and I paid my $238 for the month, and I did it for 3 months until I figured out that the real story, right? What they fed me at the MLM presentation was like, you only need to get 2 people to get 2 people to get 2 people, and you're making, you know, $5,000 a month or whatever, right? But then I soon realized after 3 months that it didn't happen that way, and that's half of the story, the bullshit that they do feed you. And if they would have just told me straight up, if they would have told me straight up, oh, you know, to get 2 people in your business a week is very, very hard, I wouldn't have signed up. But they don't tell you that, because if they told you that, then you wouldn't join, right? Okay, I have never had good at recruiting, so getting referrals is been impossible. I'm not good in speaking in front of the camera. Yeah, look, no one is when they first start. Okay, you don't have to. No one is when they first start. I certainly wasn't. I was in your shoes a long time ago. All right. So at the moment, I would say you just have to. You haven't acquired the skills. Okay, you don't have the skill set yet. All right. So look at me. I've got a singlet T-shirt. When I first started doing videos, the videos is what I recommend. That's how I got my start, and that's how I built massive downlines with videos. I did videos and audios. I don't know how many videos I've made online now. Probably about 500 on Facebook, about 100 and maybe 250 of those is live streams, and on YouTube I've made about over 2,000 videos, and about 400 and nearly 500 of those are live. Okay, so to answer your question, no, I know exactly what you mean, because I've been there and done that. But what you're doing now, nothing's going to change if you don't change. All right, nothing's going to change if you don't change. And I went through this whole process myself of this is a great question, by the way, because it's relating to what everyone faces, and it's exactly what I went through. So so basically, you just have to get yourself out there and get your face in front of people, right? And that's how you do it. You do it with video. So first of all, you start off with something small. Okay, so first of all you start off with a screen. We got another question here. Fantastic. Okay, so first of all you start off with a screen. Like go to use Loom, or go to use useloom.com is a free software. Just start off that without using your face. Okay, make a screencast video of your video without this bit. All right, so just take away this bit here. Cool. So just take away this bit here, like me now talking, right? Do the video like this, talking and telling him and describing your program, the benefits, blah 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 blah. Okay, and then as you get more confident and your videos become more punctual, you're talking and everything is more fluent, right? And this might take you 10 or 15 or 30 videos, right? Upload these to YouTube, upload them to Facebook. Don't have to show your face. You can even have a video, like a screenshot of you just talking, but just a still, right? And then what you want to do is, then eventually you want to get into the one with the cameras, right? And you can use your cell phone, do everything, right? I made a lot of money with this phone. Made a freaking lot of money using my cell phone. It wasn't this cell phone, it's multiple cell phones. I think I've had 3 cell phones. I think I've had 4 cell phones since I started making money online. Actually more. Until I discovered the power of this, that's when I started making money. Because you've got a phone, you've got a camera, this connects to the internet, you can start making money immediately, right? So start making videos about talking about everything that you know about your experience, your life, about what you do. Let people know a little bit about yourself, right? You don't have to tell them everything. Get more confident, and you just haven't acquired the skills yet. All right, that's all it is. It's just a skill set. That's all it is. And with that skill set, it takes consistently action, and it takes repetition. Right? This is how I went from a nobody to a somebody. How I made a lot of money was because I wasn't afraid to put myself out there to get in front of the camera, even though I was shit scared when I first did it. I was very scared. And then I started to do it once, then I started to do it twice, and then I just do it more and more and more and more. Right? You become more consistent, and it becomes second nature. Like now, this is probably my I don't know, probably my 3,000th video. Even now, I still get a little bit nervous, you know, but that's okay. It's fine. When you start doing videos and do more and more consistently, more people will start to notice you, right? And then when you start give value, people will notice you, they'll tune in, and then soon, one day, someone's going to join your business, and then it's going to take a little bit more work and effort, and then someone else going to join your business, then someone else going to join your business. That's how I was able to build multiple rev shares and bring them into the thousands, and that's how I exploded my income through referrals. And the reason why they joined me is because they saw my videos, NG Gowden's videos, and they joined me because I was always consistent, and I was always consistently making videos, and I rose above the rest of the people that didn't do videos. I did videos. People tuned into me and listened to me instead of the other people. When the opportunity came to join a new rev share that came up, like I joined MPA and PCA, blah blah blah, you know, they joined me. They didn't join other people because I gave more value to them, and they consistently tuned into me. So you have to be consistent. First of all, you have to do it. You have to. It's going to take a lot of. You have to push yourself to do it. But once you do 1, 2, 3, easy peasy. Don't sweat it. Don't overthink it. Just get the camera and video and roll with it. My advice is this: get your camera, right? Everyone has got a cell phone camera. Click on the camera and start talking into it. Then watch yourself back and laugh your ass off because you sound like shit. Then delete it and then do another one, right? And after time, you're going to get more fluent, especially when you talk about things that you're knowledgeable in. So just say, for example, and you don't have to talk about make money online all the time. Talk about, for example, if you're into, I don't know, radio control cars for some reason, you're into radio control cars, right? And you talk about to your audience, hey, you know, I just went down this, you know, and you talk fluently about it because you're very knowledgeable about radio control cars, right? You could talk all day about radio control cars. So first of all, make a video about something that you do, that you're passionate about, radio control cars, gym, golf. Get the video and talk into it for 5 minutes and just talk about everything that you know about it, and then replay it, watch yourself, laugh your ass off how shit you are, then repeat it. And just do it consistently, and soon over time, you're going to become fluent. So it's just acquiring the skill, practice, and then you'll be a pro within no time. Okay, that's my answer. A bit long-winded, but I think I wanted to make my point. So we had another question, and if you're still watching this live stream, go to menti.com and type in your code 36080. And the question is, what is your challenge with making money online? And when you go to the do it on your cell phone, right, just go on your cell phone and do it. Go to that address, type in the code, and then type in your answer. It'll be a 140 character answer, and then send it to me. It'll appear up here online, and I'll answer it. So we had another one come in. Hey NG, I'm only 16. If there was any way to make extra money online, I'm ready to work 30 hours a week, plus I go to school. Thanks. Well, mate, you know what? If I was you, I would invest in ICOs, because there was a guy that invested. He was 17 years old. He invested $4,000 into ICOs, and he made $21,000. Okay, and he's 17 years old. Now, ICOs are the simplest thing ever, in my opinion, to make money online. All right, I've done ICOs I've done everything online, right? I've done ClickBank, I've done AdSense, I've done affiliate marketing, I've done CPA marketing, okay, I've done MLM, I've done MLM offline, online, I've done anything out there, I've done matrix programs, HYRPs, anything out there, you name it, I've done it, okay? I've been doing this stuff for 9 plus 10 years. I've seen it all. Nothing surprises me. Nothing. I don't get any like, you know, I see so many scams coming out. I just laugh at them because it's just an old spin on something. It's a new spin on something old, and they're just using the same scams. In my opinion, right now, ICOs are the simplest thing. All right, because all you need to do is if you're not investing into a program, you're not giving your money to a program or an admin to build a team. So you're buying yourself a job, right? You're investing into a program, and then you're going to go and recruit people to that program, which are going to make more money for the owners. And then hopefully the owners are going to do the right thing and pay you. And 99.9% of them stop paying you after 2 years. 99.9% of them stop paying you after 2 years. After you've sent them business, right? You've given them your money, and then you've sent them a whole bunch of people, investors in business, and then they screw you, and then you're held accountable to all those people, right, that trusted you to a certain degree. Okay, it is the decision that they joined. So in my opinion, ICOs are the most awesome thing, because you study ICOs, you look at a certain ICO, and then you're investing $100, $500. If you lose the money, that's on you. If you gain the money, that's on you. So in my opinion, like I said, this guy, 17 years old, he put 4,000 into one ICO and he got 21,000 back. The guy is 17 years old. So in my opinion, I would start ICOs. There's no team building, there's nothing. All you need to do is to study up on the ICO, right? And do your research on it. If you want to buy into the course, get someone that can buy in the course for you over 18 years old, and then just get your dad to purchase it or whatever. And then that'll be ready at ICOGoldrush.net. It'll be ready in November, right? You're going to know everything about ICOs. You're going to get involved in our community. You're literally going to be handed gold nuggets. You can look at my portfolio that I've invested a lot of money in. That is, in my opinion, that is the easiest way to make money online, is ICOs. There's no team building and nothing. But then again, I'm a bit biased on ICOs. But then again, I've done, you know, everything that everyone is watching this live stream. I've done it, and I'm telling you now, ICOs is the easiest thing. It's still a risk, but it's a small risk in my opinion. So we only go after the best ones. So we did have another question here. I'll just wait for it to. So that's what I would say to that guy, 16 years old. Obviously, you know, you can't do ICOs if you're in the US, if you're in Singapore or mainland China. You know, there is ways of getting around it. Okay, I'm not going to say how, but if there's KYC, which is know your customer, which means you have to submit your ID, then there's no way of doing it. But there's plenty of ICOs that don't do that anyway. For this question here, what would be the best way to make money online to invest in ICOs, investing in your awesome course? Well, I mean, you can still do it yourself. Okay, you don't have to use my course to get into ICOs. Okay, you can research all this stuff yourself. But you got to have some sort of formula and some sort of something that you can then check off every ICO that is out there. Because at the moment, people have no clue on what they're doing with ICOs. They have they just look at the website. They don't even know if these people are reputable. They don't know anything about the token metrics. They don't even know the shady things that are going on with ICOs. They just pick these ICOs because there's so many ICOs coming out. They look like it's a good deal. Then they discover later it's a bad deal, right? And we have a checklist that we go through, which we're consistently refining. We're going to refine it We're going to add more things into ICO Gold Rush course. And so basically, you're going to know the good ICOs from the bad ICOs because you have this checklist, right? First of all, you're going to have the course, which is like, 35 videos of exactly everything that I know about ICOs. Then you're going to have that checklist. Then you're going to have that support in the Slack group, right? And you're going to also be able to see my portfolio, okay? So just one pick out of my portfolio. I'm not saying copy it. I'm saying still do due diligence on it. You're going to make more than your money back what you paid for the course, right? Now the course was $3.99 if you got in at that, but now it's going to be $1,000 in November. But that's still cheap compared to. I invested 20 Ether into an ICO 2 days ago, and it's looking at 20x, right? Based on the metrics, based on the popularity of the ICO, what the market cap can potentially reach, and this could potentially 20x. Okay, now anyone that's bought into ICO Gold Rush will know exactly what I'm talking about because it's in the back office. It's the last investment I made in my portfolio. Okay, so they will know exactly what that trade or that investment was. Now, based on that, and this is just not just my opinion, it's from other people as well. Another expert said it could 22x, right? And so I'm very excited about it. Now, okay, it might take 12 months to do that, but I put in 20 Ether, and if it 20x's, even if it 10x's, I'm still going to get 200 Ether back. If it 20x's, I'm going to get 400 Ether back. Right? This is a really, really, really good project. Okay, it's backed by some very smart people, and all the legalities are out of the road. People are even getting into ICOs and they have no idea that it's a security. You're gonna you're basically going to uncharted waters, and you're just trying to find ICOs willy-nilly. You're gonna, you better learn. You learn over time after you lose some, but that's up to you. But the main thing is with the community, you got people to bounce off, and the community is always like it's going off. Like I wake up and there's been like so many posts, and it's growing a life of its own. The community, and got some good people in there already. Some really good ideas. So if you have any questions, just go to, if you have any, the question is, what is your biggest challenge with making money online? Just go to www.menti.com, type in this code 36080, and type in your answer, and it'll appear up here, and I'm going to answer it for you. So this is something different. It's a little bit different. Let me just move this up here so then I can see your see the questions. Whoops. So just for those that are tuning in, just go there. If you're struggling to make money online, I might be able to give you a different perspective on what you're doing wrong. So here's your chance. You get to ask a guru. Okay, I'm not a guru, but you get to ask me. All right. So just go to that address. Let's have a look. We've got some people on YouTube. Yeah, just go to this address, guys, and I'll answer your question. All right. This is how we're doing this live stream today. If you answer your question, if you put a comment, I'm not going to answer it. You have to go to this address and type in your question, and I'll answer it. All right, guys. So we've had some interesting answers already. So it's good to get a gauge on what's actually going out there. So yeah, I mean, you can, like I said, you can go into investing ICOs and try to figure it all out yourself, or you can invest in the course. But you're gonna have the backup. You're gonna have all the exciting things that we're gonna be doing in the future with the ICO Gold Rush. You're gonna have the community. And I think there's 140 people purchased ICO, 145 people purchased ICO Gold Rush. So you're gonna have those people that are gonna be able to bounce ideas off, get different angles. Because at some point, you're gonna. I mean, you've got the checklist there, but you still got to use your brain to a certain degree of the potential risks of that. Even though everything sort of ticks the boxes, what are the potential risks of an ICO going wrong? So these are sort of questions that you can ask in the group, and people are going to give you their ideas. You can have people in that group that have different backgrounds that know stuff that we don't know, and they can give you potential roadblocks and challenges that ICO that could have. See, at the moment, there's a lot of ICOs that are coming out with the gaming, gambling, sports betting. That's a big industry. Insurance. What's the other ones? Hospital. There's the marijuana scene. All right, so there's a lot of cannabis related ones. There's a lot of blockchain ledger type of ICOs, payment gateways, and online banks. That's a big one as well. Financial is huge. So you might get into an ICO and it potentially is not a good deal because there's already multiple ICOs in that space. So you just don't know this stuff until you can bounce off people, and that can give you different views because you're starting off. You don't have no clue on what's going on. So this is what the course is going to help you with, right? And just one investment into a good solid ICO, you get your money back and more. That's what I can confidently say. So yeah, that's it pretty much, guys. So we've had some questions in. We had 7 questions or 7 answers. So that's it's been productive. So I mean, this is why I did this live stream, because to be more interactive, right? For you guys to tell me what's on your mind, right? Okay. Yep. I think I answered that one, Fernand, and exactly, Gary, exactly. Tommy says, when I was 16 years old, I was making $5 an hour working at a shitty job. Yeah, $5 an hour, that was more than what I was making, mate. My first job was pushing trolleys. That was my first ever job I ever had, was pushing trolleys. It was good fitness because I was a young whippersnapper back then. But yeah, I remember those days. But you know what? It's just every day is a learning experience. You look back on how far you've come. I never thought like when I first went to that what I told you about, that opportunity meeting, which my friend told me to go to, and they suckered me in and they told me how much I could make. They didn't tell me how much, because I had no clue about MLM. If they would have told me straight up, how hard it was to get 2 people a week. It's hard to get 2 people a week, right? Especially into a product that they're gonna have to spend $250 on. And there was no one. Had no online. There was no online. The company didn't even have a capture page. Me and my mate were trying to make a capture page. We had no clue how to do it. There was no softwares, nothing. This is 20 years ago, guys. So we had to do all the old school networking and offline stuff. But they didn't tell me this, right? If they would have told me that, I wouldn't have joined, But they don't tell you this stuff because they want your money. So, but that really opened my eyes to when I saw the big guy, because it was a big house. That house was worth probably $1 million that we went to that night, and he had a couple of sweet cars in the front. So that pretty much sold me. And then we went in his house, and he's like at this big projector screen. Then he said, gave us the spiel, and I was like, what's going on here? There was multiple people there, and then they're all focusing on me for a reason, because I was a newbie. I was a new sucker, and I signed up on the spot. After they told me how much I could earn, I signed up on the spot, because all I had to do was just get people to join my business, which I thought was pretty easy because they just had to get them to the presentation, right? But then I found it was very hard. But what that whole experience opened up to me was leverage and how you can make money not working a day job, or at the time I thought only thing in my head, only thing I ever knew was to exchange your time for money. Work a day job, work hours in a day job, and then you get paid at the end of the week. That's the only way I thought you could ever make money. I didn't even know how rich people made money. I had no clue, right? Until I figured it out that rich people leveraged. They used leverage, either having a business and having people work for them or under them, just like MLM, right? You have people, you're at the top, and you have employees under you working for you. You pay them a base salary, and then hopefully through production, you get paid more. So that's one way of doing it, having a business, is a way of leveraging yourself. But then you've got all the other responsibilities of all the costs. But just like MLM, right? You're at the top, and then you have multiple people under you. You're using leverage. So with the MLM model, I think the model is of how you leverage people to get people underneath you. That's sound, right? That obviously works, but it's just the application. The MLM industry. That's what's the problem. It's getting those people underneath you. That's why the MLM industry is so many people failing in it, right? But the actual idea behind it of people underneath you through leverage, that's exactly how the rich people get rich, through leverage. So it opened my eyes up to leverage and how it all worked. And then my sponsor at the time was making $40,000 a month. This was 20 years ago, guys. That's a shitload of money. And when I saw that, and I looked at his downline, and I was in his downline like 300, 400 levels deep down, and I looked at him, and he was making $40,000 a month, and he said, "Oh yeah, I'm getting close to 40,000 commissions this month." He didn't even bat an eyelid when he said that. And I looked at him, and he said, "All you got to do is get two," and I just said, "I'm all in." Right. As soon as I found that out, and I said, I don't have to work or anything. I just got to get people in, and I can make $40,000 a month, right? How is this possible, right? I was sold. Boom! I said, sign me up, and I was sold. Problem was getting the people, right? It never happened. So the leverage is there. It's just leveraging people. But going back to your question, Tommy, when you start off young and you know like that guy before, 16 years old, he wants to make money. You're going to have to learn a whole bunch of skill sets. It's a whole learning process. You have to be patient. You have to put in the work. But in my opinion, if you're 16 years old and you want to get a head start, just look at someone that is already successful and then just copy everything they do. I wish I was 16 and I knew what I knew now. I would crush it, because, it's taken me a long time to figure this all out. So, yeah, definitely that's what I would do for that young chap. Just find someone that's successful, copy exactly what they do, in my opinion. Watch Ty Lopez's videos. Okay, people love or hate him. The guy is a master. He's a brilliant, and he's, in my opinion, the best social media guru on the planet. The dude is a machine, and he spends millions of dollars on Facebook ads for a reason. Again, doing videos, right? You see Ty Lopez's videos. Why do you see him playing basketball with hot chicks and he's giving away money, right? So there you go. Getting people in front of people, hot chicks, giving away money. Do you think that people are going to get attracted to that? A certain amount of people will get attracted to it, but he's going to get a shitload of views, right? And how does he get in front of all those people? He spends money on Facebook ads. Ty Lopez made millions of dollars spending money on Google ads. That's how he made his money, right? And now he's just moved from Google ads to Google AdWords to Facebook. He spends millions of dollars on Facebook, getting in front of people, and he sells his course, and he's a multi-millionaire. That's why everything he does, maybe one day I'll be like, you know, playing basketball with a couple of hot chicks behind me, and making that type of money. But I watch what he does because he knows his stuff. So that's it, guys. There's no more questions that have come in. There might be afterwards, after this replay, but I won't see them, so I won't be able to answer them. Sorry. So yeah, thanks for your answers. I hope I've answered them correctly. And if there's anything that you're not sure about, just message me on Facebook. All right, and I might be able to help you out. But other than that, guys, thanks everyone for tuning in today. And it's Friday today. I'm gonna go make myself a coffee. I'm gonna go and do some log into the Slack group, into our ICO Gold Rush, and then I'm gonna do some more research on ICOs, see what's coming. But you know, pretty much I've still got to spend about another, I think, 15 more ether till I reach my 100 ether for the month. 15 or 25 ether. I'll have to have a look. But I'm already excited because I already, I invested into something the other day, which I put 20 ether in, and I found out that this thing, and it totally makes sense based on the metrics, that if it reaches $1 billion, it's a freaking payday, big time for me. But I've got multiple ICOs going at the same time anyway. So if that goes off and other ones go off, but soon I'll be paying out. I'll be like turning my tokens over. At the moment, I'm just purchasing tokens. I've sold one, but then I got greedy on a couple. But then I'll get to a point now where I'll be selling them off soon, and then I'll be buying them. So I'm getting to that stage. It roughly takes about 2 months, 2 and a bit months, to a point where you're buying ICOs and then you're selling them. So then every week you're selling ICOs, you're making money, flipping into new ones. You're buying ICOs and you're flipping them. Buying ICOs, you're flipping them, right? So then that's when the cash flow comes in. But it takes about 2 months for that to happen. So just start off first investing in your ICOs, and then when you get to the point where they finish and close and then launch on the exchanges, that's when you're about to flip them and get cash, get into your next one. Always get into your next one and keep flipping, making more money. So with that said, guys, have a fantastic day. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your answers. And I'll see you in the next live stream, guys. Catch you guys later.